This is a kid with cancer, one of the diseases the NIH doesn't have the funding to study anymore. And this is a kid who's been shot, which, despite being the #1 cause of death for children in America, is no longer classified as a public health crisis. And this kid, and there's really no other way to say this, is quite literally full of shit. And this is an adult who is also completely and unequivocally full of shit.
Dr. Annie Andrews made a hard launch with that now viral campaign ad announcing her run to challenge South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham in 2026. But the road ahead is unlikely to be easy. Graham was first elected to the Senate in 2002, and this week the Cook Political Report is marking his seat as safe for Republicans. Dr. Annie Andrews joins us now. Dr. Andrews, thanks so much. So, as you've just heard, this seat has been held by Republicans for decades. What makes you think you can flip it now?
Well, I'm a mom and a pediatrician, not a career politician. Lindsey Graham, as you just said, has been in the Senate for 22 years. That's half of my lifetime. And over that time period, he's changed his position on nearly every issue. I meant what I said in that video, and I will stick to that. People in South Carolina are ready for a leader who will fight for them, not someone who will just do whatever it takes to hold on to power. Democrats and Republicans alike are tired of the chaos and corruption that we see from career politicians like Lindsey Graham.
Doctor, you have a huge campaign fundraising void that you're going to have to fill to be competitive. Last time, Jamie Harrison raised around $100 million. It was the most expensive election, I believe, in South Carolina history. So you're going to have an astronomical amount of fundraising to do. But at the same time, Lindsey Graham is vulnerable. He is less popular. He's less popular than other Republicans. What is with his sliding unpopularity in South Carolina, where he is? His approval rating is at around 34%. And how do you plan to capitalize on that?
Yes, Lindsey Graham is as vulnerable as he's ever been because he's as unpopular as he's ever been because he's as corrupt as he's ever been. He's been in the Senate for 22 years, and in that time, he has failed to deliver in any meaningful way for the folks in South Carolina. He has enabled every chaotic thing that is coming out of this current Trump administration and is directly harming voters in South Carolina, whether it's our auto industry, South Carolina farmers, South Carolina small business owners. People are feeling it. He's willing to take food off of kids' plates, gut our nation's Medicaid program, and watch prices spiral out of control, all so he can deliver tax cuts to billionaires. And that's not serving the people of South Carolina. I know people are ready for a change. That's why our announcement was so successful. And if people want to learn more about my campaign, they need to go to DrAnnieAndrews.com.
Dr. Andrews, I want to pick up on something that's in your bio on X. You say no corporate PACs. And we've seen some candidates who have had success with fundraising on a grassroots level. It's very hard in a state like South Carolina, as Elise was just mentioning. But I want to talk about how you run your campaign. What are you going to do on the ground that is going to be a grassroots-led campaign to rely on small donations when, as we just saw, you had a billionaire who basically took $270 million out of his own pocket to buy an American president and vows to probably do more so of that in the election cycle that you're going to be competing in?
That's right. I will take no corporate PAC money, and I'll do what I do every day as a pediatrician. I'm going to meet voters where they are. As a doctor, I sit down with worried parents and sick children every day. I listen to their concerns, and I come up with solutions to their problems. And that's exactly what I'm going to do out on the campaign trail. Being a doctor is not about red or blue, and this campaign is not about red or blue. It's about meeting people where they are. It's about inspiring hope for the folks of South Carolina who are tired of being left behind. I believe in South Carolina. I believe in the kids and families that I've served there for nearly 2 decades. And I'm not afraid to stand up to career politicians like Lindsey Graham who are willing to sell them out. So I'm going to start with Lindsey, and I won't stop when I get to the U.S. Senate.